Crucix the Twiceborn should be the third boss you face in Mortal Shell if you're doing things in the most logical order, and it's going to be more difficult than the previous two bosses that you faced. The first thing you're going to want to do when triggering this fight is use an Ethereal Diapason. This is going to give you back the ability to be knocked out of your shell, because when you drop into the arena, you're going to be knocked out of your shell immediately, so you won't have that chance to get knocked out of your shell. You'll just die if you lose all your health. So by using this consumable, you'll get that back, and you're going to want that for this fight. I like to play really aggressively during Phase 1 because of his smaller twin that's shooting ranged attacks at you if you get too far away. You want to try and get through this phase because in Phase 2, he's going to be gone and he won't be doing these ranged attacks. So if you can burn him down real quick in Phase 1, then you don't have to deal with these anymore. So much like the other boss fights, the strategy is going to be quite simple. You're going to wait for hardening to be off cooldown. You're going to run in and attack, get in a couple attacks, harden, and then try and get in a couple more attacks and back away and wait for harden to come off cooldown. And then kind of repeat this process. If he goes and starts firing away at you with projectiles, you just want to run in and start swinging and try and take as much damage off as you can. Even just absorbing the damage or taking the damage doesn't matter because it doesn't do a lot. You can use your weapon abilities here. I would say if you're at max resolve, use some weapon abilities so that you build up resolve throughout the fight and you're not just sitting at max resolve wasting any potential resolve you can earn. But one thing I really like to do in Phase 2 is I like to drink Moonshine to get back my weapon abilities, or in order to get more resolve back so you can do more weapon abilities. And you can see during this fight, I just drink it twice and just spam the spike, the mechanical spike, in order to just keep staggering them and keep damaging. You can cheese them really easily this way. It's easier to do with Heros and Solomon because they have more resolve. So if you're using a different shell, this won't be quite as easy. But it's a good way and a good strategy to get him down if you're having trouble with this fight. One important thing to remember is that in Phase 2, he doesn't really have much in the way of range. You can back away and stay out of range from him very, very easily. This gives you spacing to heal, this gives you spacing to drink Moonshine or use any other item, consumable items you want to use, because he just doesn't really close the distance between you very frequently. So take your time in Phase 2 and only go in when you feel confident, when you recognize the attacks he's doing, and make sure you have hardening off cooldown.